welcome on in, everybody, to another edition of the WyoNation Roundup. I am your host, Chad Smith, and I am joined by my OG sidekick, Mr. Brad Reed.
Hey, Chad. Long time no see.
That's right. He's been too busy gallivanting across the country to join us, but he's here today as we are ready to talk some Wyoming football. And before we do that, peoples, help us out. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. A lot of you watch the show, but you're not subscribed. So subscribe, hit the bell, and get alerted because, we're not the greatest with setting times and stuff. We're going to try to do Wednesdays during the season. And then, of course, the post-game shows. So be ready for that. Mike's ready. Let's go. Thank you, Mike. And then Zach, a regular. I like that, Zach. I've never seen G apostrophe pokes because typing the O and a space is too hard.
It's like the Cajun spelling of it or something.
I don't know. Something. So good to see you, Zach. Good to see you guys. They are probably subscribed because they knew to be here. Probably got that notification bell. So we are here to talk some Wyoming football. Your Wyoming Cowboys are 2-0. And basically, Brad, do you agree with this? Was basically the closest thing you'll get to a preseason in college football, given the way our schedule's set up.
It's always nice to start off with a couple of cupcakes before you really get into the meat of the schedule. I don't think that Akron presented themselves as a cupcake in week 1, but week 2 sure looked a lot better with Northern Iowa.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, of course, Wyoming wins on the road 10-0 against Akron. Akron follows up week 2 with a 68-0 loss to Nebraska.
Is that bad?
That is very bad. Yeah, Akron's terrible. And Wyoming should have scored a lot more points. And as you know, they left a lot of points on the field. And they kind of justified that. I don't know if you saw the post-game show, Brad, but one of my goals was finish drives. Mm-hmm. And Wyoming did that. They finished their drives. Other than the drive that resulted in the missed field goal, every other drive that Wyoming got past the 50, that wasn't garbage time, I guess, which was the last drive. They either scored a touchdown or got a field goal. So they did finish their drives against Northern Iowa, and they're going to have to do that 1,000% against Utah this weekend.
Probably touchdowns instead of field goals, though.
Yes. There we go. Playing Akron game 1 was a blessing for our offense. 100%.
Good. Yeah, totally was.
So Akron's been shut out 2 games in a row. I don't know who they play this weekend. It'd be hilarious if they start the season 3 games not scoring.
God, how funny would that be? Not for them, but for everybody else.
Yeah, effort that out while we're talking about it, while I talk about some other things. So then...
Oh, no.
Oh, no, what? Who are they playing? Is it bad?
Well, they're at UAB this week.
Okay.
So there is a possibility they
might
score.
Is Trent Dilfer still the coach there?
Yes.
They get fired. Oh, he's still there. Okay.
Barely.
Old Trent Dilfer is the coach of the Blazers.
Then they have a pretty good chance at scoring. They have a pretty good chance of scoring the week after that, though.
Okay.
Because they play at home against Duquesne.
Oh, okay. There we go. And that's going to be the end of our Zips talk for probably ever, hopefully.
Don't they come to Laramie in a couple of years?
I thought that was the case. I was looking at the future schedules.
Because I think we had to go there first for some reason. Then
they may.
Back to Laramie.
Speaking of future schedules, I swear, maybe you remember this. Weren't we supposed to go to Louisiana? Did that get canceled completely because I can't find it? Or did we go and I just don't remember?
We definitely did not go to Louisiana.
Okay. Because I was like, man, that'd be a fun road trip to go to Lafayette.
Yeah, I think that would probably be one of the better college football road trips out there.
Be great just for the food. Anyway, but the food this weekend, Brad, you're a little frozen on my end. I don't know. Is anybody else? Is Brad frozen? He's frozen for me. There we go. He's back. He moved just as soon as I said it. Cool.
I have a feeling my browser doesn't care for me changing windows.
Oh, that's probably freezing it. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. All right. So
I'm here whether you want me or not.
Yeah, we're good, man. Yeah, so before we kind of look at Utah the best we can, with this, what I'm calling a preseason, with one of the worst teams in FBS and then an FCS team, what do you think have we learned in these two games about this football team? What do you think are the strengths and the weaknesses? And you can start with either one, and then I'll give you mine.
Well, I think the strength, well, obviously the strength thus far is our defensive play, defensive effort. But again, we did have a cupcake preseason, so it's hard to tell, like right now, is the defense like really this good? Like, they put the screws to Akron, they put them to Northern Iowa. Honestly, Northern Iowa could be a better team than Akron. I don't know. But
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
But so it's really hard to tell right now, what that strength is, like if the defense is actually good. We do have two linebackers that are graded pretty high according to Pro Football Focus. Evan Eller and who was the other name I just told you? Braden Johnson.
Braden Johnson, yes, the transfer.
Yeah, so they're playing really well right now too. But again, it was cupcakes, so I don't know. Offensively, I think Sam Scott's been really good for us so far.
Great. Look, as I said, I don't know, you were on the show last week. I think you were when I said this. He just looks so much quicker than he has in the past to me.
Do you think he might be Scatterboish?
No.
Okay. Just throw that out there.
No.
I think Chris Durr's been really good, like, obviously.
Yeah, obviously in the Akron game, I think he led the country in receiving yards in week 1. Last week, I can't remember what he had. Not a whole lot, I don't think. You could effort that if you want to, but yeah, offensively, I think the good thing that we learned again in the Akron game, right, it was getting those other running backs some carries. Kelman looked good. Harris, the freshman, Toad Harris, looks like he's got a little something to him. And then Max White got a couple carries. The first one looked really good. I'm kind of surprised he didn't get more, but you really can't give 4 guys the ball. Let's see. Mike says about 54 for Chris Durr Jr. last week.
4 catches, 54 yards.
There you go. Good memory, Mike. Very, very good.
I was busy scrolling the press release, being like, God, where the heck is this?
Where is he? Yeah, CFB Stats is probably the place to go for that, and I could have done it too. Of course, that's my favorite website, as everybody knows. Brad's bringing, is that some kombucha?
That's what I've always got, man.
I recognize that bottle. I think I've got that same flavor in my fridge. It's beautiful. The ginger blueberry?
No, it's cranberry.
Oh, ginger cranberry.
You got to keep the gut health in check, Chad.
I know. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I got ginger blueberry, I think, which I enjoy. Anyway, not sponsored by kombucha yet, but if they want to sponsor us, we'll gladly.
That would be rad.
We'll gladly do it. What was I talking about before I was saw the bright shiny object?
Chris Durr and his 54 yards last week.
Oh yeah. CFB Stats.
Yep.
I'll do it probably quarterly for this season. So after this 3rd game, I'll do a Mountain West toxic standings.
Ooh,
and we'll kind of see where Wyoming is at. Another stat thing that people may know, Wyoming won the yards per passing attempt in both games. They're 2-0. That's a great sign. So they'll have to do that again. But we're missing, I guess we should start with the news. I forgot about it. The big news of the week is that supposedly, right, and it could be, who knows, it could be hiding an injury, but Caden Anderson is supposedly healthy and ready to start Saturday after the hit that he took on the safety blitz. Now, here's something. In the Monday presser, or even in the postgame maybe, Salvell said that it wasn't the right tackle's fault. It was a running back who missed a blitz pickup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I believe that.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, he would know better than us, right? But at the same time, I don't know. Like, he probably hasn't, gone at that point. Well, that seems like, I thought I saw that quote after the game on Saturday. But again, at that point, he probably hadn't, really jumped into deep diving the game film yet. And
yeah. Mike says it was Matt White who was in. Yeah, I didn't see the running back at all. So that it could be the case. But I do know that the right tackle never looked that way, and maybe he didn't look because he was expecting the running back to pick up the blitz. So I guess it's plausible. But Kalen Anderson took quite a hit. They did rule out publicly that it was like a concussion issue or anything wrong with his arm, which leads us to what the rumors was or people, again, no official source said this, but there was chatter that they were concerned about bruised organs. And that would lead to make sense because Savell said it was something upper middle body.
Do you think it was like that case where like, a boxer gets like hit in the liver and they just like crumple? Do you think it was a case like that?
Something like that, exactly. So I'd imagine Mr. Caden Anderson will be wearing, you don't hear about these often, and maybe the quarterbacks wear them and maybe they're not as bulky, but do you remember the days? I think John Elway had like a bruised lung or something, and he was wearing the old flak jacket.
I was going to say, there was a grip of quarterbacks for a long time when we were growing up anyways that always had like those big old rib cage protectors on.
Yeah, the flak jacket. Yep, that's what they're called. So,
and I think it was specifically designed for like that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So it wouldn't surprise me if old Caden Anderson is a little bulky, but under the uniform wearing some kind of flak jacket on Saturday.
But I was going to say, but that was back in the days when like Howie Long had come and like put a helmet right into your, ribs and stuff.
Like Reggie White could hit you like 10 seconds after the ball's been thrown away. Those days are gone. And of course, it was a clean hit, right? So no one could argue a clean hit on the quarterback because someone blew a pass protection, either the running back or the right tackle. Who's to say?
Football, shit happens.
So, but it can't, because if he's got a bruised organ, he's done for the year and our season's toast. I mean, I know some people were like, oh, well, Sims did a good job. I'm like, no, I don't know. We have no idea what he can do.
Yeah, taking snaps against an FCS team, a mediocre FCS team at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then making your first start against a ranked Utah team.
A very good Utah team.
Yeah, not great. Not great ball.
Yeah, would not be good for anyone.
So, yeah. So I think, the offense is pretty good, except for obviously the glowing red light on the offense is that offensive line who after just 2 games against pretty soft opponents are underachieving yet again, like they did last year, in my opinion. And so now they're going to be really tested because you're going to have Utah, who is, a Power 5 team who's not only going to be big, but they're going to be athletic. And so the offensive line is really going to be tested this week in Laramie.
Yeah. I just did a quick swing at Utah earlier. Couple pretty good linebacker, pretty good safety. Safety's got the leading tackler, Jackson Benet. Linebacker, Lander Barton. Looks like he's going to be a problem. So then they have a defensive end that's already got a couple sacks on the season, John Henry Daly. So offensive line will, they'll have their lines. I mean, Utah's defensive line is going to be, they're not going to be small guys by any means, but
yeah. And
so I haven't seen their depth chart yet.
As we kind of frame this conversation, I want to bring up the comparison. So here's your comparison from the University of Wyoming media team. Points per game, 53-20. Rushing yards per game, 279 to 177. Passing, pretty much dead even. Half yard difference. Total offense, Utah's 100 yards more per game. Defense, about the same. And then points allowed, Utah's only allowing 9.5 as well. So Wyoming's only averaging 20, now facing a team that's given up 10. Right, Wyoming's not going to win a high-scoring game here. I don't see how. They're going to have to keep it low.
No, that's not really the hallmark of a Kyle Whittingham defense, giving up a lot of points. It's not really something they do. And Utah's had one, I don't even know if it was a tough game, but they did play UCLA as their opener.
Yes.
And beat them pretty bad on the road.
Correct.
But then, their week 2 game was against Cal Poly, and Cal Poly is like one of the worst Big Sky teams. So,
Sure. Yeah.
like, I don't know.
So we'll see.
Maybe their stats are a tiny bit inflated too.
We'll see. Hold on here. Let's do another screen share. I went back and found my favorite website, or my second favorite, behind CFB Stats. How about our good friends from Winspedia?
Oh.
Here is your matchup. Utah, 51 wins. Wyoming, 32 wins. And then there was a tie. I wonder what year that was in. Does it tell me if I click on it? No, I don't see it on here. I don't see the tie.
Probably in like 1900 something.
Yeah, it's probably a long time ago. But let's check it out. Where is our gray dot in here? Gray? Where's the gray? There it is. There you go, 1920. Yep. 0-0 tie. Oh, goodness.
Barn burner.
In Salt Lake, a 0-0 tie.
That's like Iowa playing Iowa.
Yes. Utah comes into this series winning the last 4 games. Wyoming's last win came in 2006 at home in Laramie, a 31-15 victory. And then before that, you got to go back to 99. So we've only beaten them twice out of the last, 12? It's not
25 years.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 12. So we're 2-10.
Damn.
And our last 12 against the Utes.
A couple of ugly scores in there, too. The 2007 and 2008 games.
Oh, yeah.
But that was
50-0, 40-7. That was the Christensen era, yeah.
Yeah, was that when Alex Smith was in Utah too?
I do believe it was true. That's when they were ranked with Alex Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Sean's in the house.
Urban and Alex Smith, right?
Yeah, I remember watching that game because it was on national TV. One of these blowouts. I think it was the home game, the 40-7.
Oh.
And I think didn't the power go out? Something crazy happened. It was on ABC, and there was a power outage for a little while.
Yeah, I remember that. That was wild.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that game.
Yeah.
So that's the last time. That's the last time.
Isn't that when somebody coined the term the night the lights went out in Laramie?
30-6 was the last game in Laramie.
Ugh.
So, yeah, there is that for you people who want to know the history of this series. It's not particularly good for us.
It's closer than some series.
True. Especially, but that's crazy. But we started playing them way back. Our first game against Utah was in 1900. That's pretty wild.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we won too.
15-0. There you go. Take that.
Kind of an ugly losing streak there, though.
The Harry Potter game. What do you mean, Rashawn? I'm not sure what that means.
Was Harry Potter out in 2006?
I don't know. I don't know yet what game he's referring to. Maybe he's talking about the 0-0. I think maybe that's what he means. He'll clarify for us. So yeah, Utah is going to be a problem because, of course, they have our old friend Eric. Is it Eric Dampier? Is that his name? Is it Eric?
Devin Dampier.
There we go. Devin Dampier, who, and this is where you got to be concerned. I could look it up really quick on CFB Stats, but we played him at New Mexico last year in the crazy barn burner game. What was it, 55-50 or something nuts?
Yeah, it was something crazy.
So my concern is that he was lighting us up with no talent around him, and now he's got talent around him. But I'm going to get this here for a second.
Just a real shame that Jason Eck couldn't talk him into staying in Albuquerque.
Let me go to total defense here really quick for last year's games. If I go offense and then I go defense. Yeah, here we go. Game log, New Mexico. We gave up 576 yards.
49-45 game.
Oh, okay. Rashawn says that the Utah Parish game is called the Harry Potter game in Utah.
Never heard
Okay.
it called that.
You have more knowledge on it than we do, Mr. Williams. So that is cool. But yeah, so Wyoming gave up 412 rushing yards against New Mexico and a 49-45 win. That game was crazy. We can't do that this time. That's not going to work.
He had 207 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he was running all over us. So
yeah,
we'll see. This is going to be, as Brad said, this is going to be the test. We're going to see how good this Wyoming defense is. I don't expect them to shut Utah down, but they're going to have to keep them in the high teens or low 20s to have any chance to win this game. And I don't know if it's possible, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Dampier transfer to Utah. And Utah's quarterback situation was just so horrible the last couple of years where, Cam Rising had come back for like his 9th and 10th year or whatever the hell he was doing. And, and he was hurt, I think, all of last year. And so they were shocked. God, was it last year or the year before? They were down to like their 4th or 5th string quarterback or something like that.
They were.
Yeah. So Utah's kind of been in QB purgatory for 2 or 3 years and still somehow are winning a lot of football games. So I don't know. It feels like they're going to be really good now that they have like a quarterback that's not hurt.
Let's look at some more little tidbits here. Here's the odd shark. The spread, I do believe, started at 21, so it's up to 23 and a half.
Even with the Caden Anderson news.
The computer's taking it 30-12, which I could see that being a score somewhere in that area. Sure. Over under of 48. They're saying take the under. I don't know.
Cowards take the under, Chad.
But they're having it. We cover though, and Wyoming has covered the spread in their first 2 games in the positive, right? So maybe they'll cover this 23. I mean, that's a lot of points, but I could see it could get out of hand. I don't know, right? We're going to have to see. The question is, how good is our running game, right? And we're going to get tested against a good Utah defense who's only giving up 9.5 points per game. And then how good are we at stopping the run? As Rashawn says, their O-line is really good. Yeah. So our defensive line is going to be tested, but they look good, and we're running, a good rotation there. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't think the recipe is there for us to win just because our offense is too clunky. It seems very clunky to me, even though they moved the ball week 1, but it was clunky. Even last week, it wasn't particularly smooth. Especially in the passing game, still seems to be. I don't know, right? We don't really have an identity yet, and maybe it is run the ball and then hit passes when you need to, and that's fine, right? Kind of Craig Bull style, but with efficiency. Where
more passing.
Where Caden Anderson's been on point, right? Because I think he hit like, let's check it really quick.
We did have
70% week 1.
What was that?
I mean, his passing percentage is really high. And
simple.
So let's look here. For the season, he's at 61%, which is good. Remember, we've had seasons where we are well below 50, which is insane. We are doing that in this day and age.
Recently.
Yeah. I mean, you got to go back to, when was that? Let's see here. Like 2022. Peasley was only at 52%. Then you go back to 21, 50%. It's not good.
Bad.
It's not good enough. And then Levi Williams in 2020, about 49%.
Bad.
19, how about 46%? So, I mean, 46% to 60%, that's huge. That's 15%. And that's all I was saying back then. I'm like, it's not hard.
Yep.
I think Bull in this game would be a different conversation. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't say we'd probably lose by more because we wouldn't have a functional passing game.
Well,
but
and
we're functional at least now. And so it's
Did Bull
just
ever really have a lot of like top 25 wins?
no. Yeah.
Like
The
the win
record
over
is really bad against winning.
like the win over Boise was obviously the big one.
It's like the only one he has, I do believe.
That very well could be.
Yeah, Mike says he had a recipe for grinding teams down. Texas Tech, Mizzou. Nervous
Honestly,
staff. Yeah, I see what you mean, Mike.
that Missouri game was actually kind of funny because I'm pretty sure that game like wrecked their entire season.
Yes.
Like that ruined their entire season. They were a completely different team the rest of the way.
So we'll see. I mean, things can happen, right? And it's going to be. So remember, it's a 6 o'clock kickoff on CBS Sports, so national TV. Night game. The atmospheres in Laramie are pretty good. They'll have all afternoon to lubricate themselves.
Would never happen.
Yep. So it should be a great crowd. Wyoming will have a good home field advantage, and you never know. That's where we play the games, right? So, I mean, we've done it before, right? I mean, I thought Texas Tech would whoop our butts. They didn't. Now, I think this team is actually ranked. What's the other? Was Texas Tech ranked when we played them? I don't think they were.
Oh, boy. That's a good question.
Rashawn says, if our secondary holds up, we'll be fine on defense. Yeah, and the secondary, let's talk about them. Finally, some depth there. I talked about it on the post-game show. Tyrese Boss? Or not Tyrese Boss. Is that his name? I don't think it is. Boss. Let's see. It is. Oh, it is Tyrese. Yeah, Tyrese Boss. And he can ball, man. He's a good corner. Really helps you when you got one guy who can kind of lock down. And then they kind of rotate everywhere else. Those safeties look good. But Hearn had an interception against Northern Illinois. Or not Northern Illinois. Northern Iowa. Too many Northerns. Northern Illinois will be coming soon, though. Right? Next year. Joining the Mountain West in football, of course. But, yeah, I mean, the secondary is really taking a step. And now they're going to get challenged, right? Let's see. What does Utah got receiver-wise? Let's take a look real quick at that here.
Man, I was just trying to look and see if Texas Tech was ranked, and there's nothing definitive out there that, well, just on a quick search. But
let's take a look at these receivers for Utah. They got a guy named Ryan Davis. He's got 9 catches for 80 yards. That leads the team. He is 5'11", 180, so he's not a big guy. So that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
They got Tobias Motherweather, 4 catches, 73 yards. He's a junior wide receiver. He's 6'5", 200 pounds, so he's kind of on the bigger side. And then they got a tight end who they target a lot, Dalen Bentley, 7 catches, 66 yards. He's 6'4", 259. So those are their top 3 receivers. They must just be running the heck out of the ball.
Not even running the ball that much, really.
Well, they have to be because their leading receiver only has 9 catches. So let's see here.
Yeah, they've got 2 guys, like Dampier is the leading rusher at 112 yards.
Yeah. And then Parker has the same amount. He's a running back. He's only got 17 carries, though.
Yeah, so they've run for, what, over 300 yards on the season?
They've got a senior, Naquari Rogers has got the most carries, 23. He's 5'10", 210. From
so
Virginia
they rushed for almost 600 on the season, but like, I don't know, winning the games as decisively as they have, I would have expected like a little bit bigger offensive numbers at this point in the season.
Yeah, let's see where they're ranking nationally. Scoring offense, they are 8th. It's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at the rushing offense. 8th in rushing offense. So, I mean, they're top 10. And then passing offense, they are pretty well down there, right? Because they got Dampier. Where are they? Well, they're right around us. They're 73rd, and we're 74th. So, yeah, I mean, yes, Rashawn, as last year, right, showed us. I mean, the guy can run. And so we have to have a way to deal with that, and I don't know if you can, right? Even if you put a spy on him, we don't have anybody as athletic as him, unless you're going to use like I don't know, like a corner or a safety. But you're not going to do that, right? Nobody does that. So
yeah,
that's going to have to be scheme. They're going to have a real good scheme to kind of keep him in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Yeah, it should be an entertaining game, though. And the good news is, right, they have film on the guy. We've played the guy. Utah might be using him in a different manner, right? I haven't watched.
If they were smart, they wouldn't.
I watched a little of the UCLA Utah game, but I didn't really pay attention to, like, if they're running them on draws, were they rolling them, left or right, undesigned runs? Was he just taking off? I think with us, last year he was just taking off, and
yeah, he had an 86-yard run last year against us.
Just dropping back, taking 3 steps, nobody's open, and then he just ran right up the middle on us, untouched for like 70 yards a pop. I mean, it was crazy.
He's very good.
So an old traditional rival from the WAC will be back in Laramie. And
it's kind of hard to believe we haven't played him in so long.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
I mean,
2010.
Punished them longer than we punished BYU.
So it's been 15 years since we played Utah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a good measuring stick to see how far this Wyoming team has come from last year to this year. I mean, the Cowboys already look like a different team. They a lot more. I don't know. I see him as a lot more positive this year than last year. So yeah, I think it'll be a good measuring stick. Probably not the measuring stick because Utah is just kind of on another planet as far as the quality of their team goes. So
yeah. Rashawn says they're running the same offense. So no, I thought that too. Am I making this up in the head? Did the New Mexico OC go to Utah? As like a quarterback's coach or something too? I thought I remember that, but maybe I'm crazy. Look at the coaching staff. I want to say that they did, but I don't know who would have been Bronco Mendenhall's OC.
Let's see. Their offensive coordinator is Jason Beck. But he was at New Mexico last year.
Okay, there we go. So it did. Yep. So they did. They brought the New Mexico OC with him.
It's funny they have. I think this guy, one of their guys, used to coach at Wyoming here. I think.
There we go. So there we go. That's why they're running the same offense because they got the same OC. Yeah,
Jim Harding. He was at Laramie with Dave Christensen.
He was, O-line coach.
Yep, he's at Utah now, doing the same job.
So I guess if you're Wyoming, right? But we talked about this on the post-game show. Even with Anderson healthy, like the key thing here is just get out of the game injury-free. You're going to get a measuring stick. We're going to see really how much work we have to do on both sides of the ball. But this game is not a referendum, right? We get absolutely drilled, which is possible. It doesn't mean that we can't be good the rest of this season. It just means that we've got work to do, which we all know we do anyway. So I guess I caution people not to overreact. Now, if we somehow win, well, then that's really good.
Then you can overreact. Yeah, please overreact if we do win this game.
But if we lose, and if we lose convincingly, then it's just kind of like, right? I mean, we're 23-point underdogs at home for a reason.
Just remember, Chad, as the great Scott Van Pelt says, what is it? Good teams win, great teams cover.
That's right.
So if you're going to lose, at least cover.
We've covered twice on the positive side. So will we go 3-0 in covers? Will we go yards per pass attempt? We might actually win the yards per pass attempt and lose.
That'd be a first. It'd be a first in a long time.
Possible, right?
Do you want to hear something wild I just discovered?
Rashawn's got the faith, and that's good. As long as his son has the faith too, right? That's the most important thing. The team's got to have faith. Who cares what we think? The players are going to saw
People
that.
have been telling us that for
Yes.
who cares what they think.
What do you want to say there, Mr. Brad?
Oh, their offensive analyst is Coy Detmer Jr.
There's a Coy Detmer Jr.?
There's a Coy Detmer Jr.
I had no idea. Did he play college football somewhere?
There's no bio on him, but maybe
Coy Detmer Jr. and he's playing at
he's
Utah.
he's an analyst at Utah.
He's an analyst at Utah.
Yeah, he's not even like.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's bad enough that there was a Coy Detmer, but there's also a Coy Detmer Jr.
Detmer Jr. Let me Google him and see if he was a quarterback like his dad.
He was also with New Mexico.
He was, yeah, that's right. Pops right up. He was a coach at New Mexico. He was at Syracuse too, it seems, as a graduate assistant. Let's see if this says.
There he goes. He played Texas. He played quarterback at Texas A&M Kingsville.
Okay.
Damn. I can't believe we're on to the junior Detmers now.
Very interesting. There you go. Coy Detmer Jr. I see a picture of him. Kind of looks like his dad.
He's got a cop mustache, though. I don't know if you can trust him or not. That's so crazy.
So, yeah. So that's kind of like the lay of the land here, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to have to see what happens, but it shall be entertaining. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully the crowd gets there early, gets a little rowdy. You know, just enough fireball. Just responsible amount of fireball.
There you go.
That's all I ask.
It's fine, but I mean, they sell beer in the stadium anyway, so.
Yeah, but they don't sell fireball in the stadium.
They don't, unfortunately. Maybe, I mean, if they opened up liquor, wouldn't that be great if we?
No,
that could be that could be the sponsor. Fireball Stadium.
Oh, that would be awesome. They don't sell liquor in our stadium either, though. So
yeah, no, I mean that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that crazy because I mean they sell it at like professional games. Like you go to a Broncos game and get like tequila and vodka and stuff like that.
Boy, that seems like a bad idea.
You can at Avalanche games for sure.
Is that why like people in the upper deck are always fighting?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can get some spirits.
Yeah, but best to just give people their White Claws and Bud Lights and call it a day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be a good day in Laramie. And I'll be here with a post-game show. I don't know who will join us. Shay might. It might be early enough for Shay.
Yeah, I think we have an afternoon kickoff this week, so I might be home in time.
Brian will be at the game, of course. And then,
passing out the fireball.
Brad might join us for a post-game show, which would be fun.
Might be fun.
Mm-hmm. So, so I think that's really all there is to say. I think we kind of covered everything.
I still think about the picture sometimes of Joe Glenn flipping off Kyle Whittingham. That does make me smile from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're not in a situation where Utah is beating us greatly and then onside kicking.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody is Dan Lanning, so.
But I don't even know, what are the rules in college football for onside kicks? Is it normal, or do we have like crazy NFL rules now? I can't keep stuff straight in my head.
I don't know
anymore.
I don't know.
Because in the NFL, you can only do it if you're trailing. Like it's illegal to do it.
And you have to declare it beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. I hate the kicking rules so much.
It's crazy, isn't it? I forget. We'll look up the rules.
I wonder what they think they're getting out of that.
I don't know. Who knows? That's another conversation to have. Another thing that I guess that we didn't mention NCAA rule-wise is that the transfer portal NCAA committee, like they voted to go back to just a single transfer portal session opening after the college title game, and it would be open for 10 days. I guess that will be ratified sometime in October. and that will go into
Yeah.
effect.
And that was a loophole that needed to be closed for a long time. I mean, look what happened to Florida State last year after Jordan Travis broke his leg, and then like they didn't get included in the playoff, and so the whole team like just left.
Sure, but I think
But I think there's some parts of this with the transfer thing that are like look what happened with who was it? Was it Marshall last year?
Marshall, yeah.
Where
I mean,
their
like,
entire
the whole
team,
damn team left.
literally the whole damn team left and went to Southern Miss or wherever they went with their coach. And then the MAC fined Marshall for not being able to play in their bowl game because their entire damn team transferred. It's like,
Yeah,
you guys created this.
sure.
So-
But I don't know if this move even helps that, because guys are going to transfer are still going to sit out their bowl games. They're going to be like, I'm going in
They
the portal.
could.
I don't want to get hurt.
But in this case, like at least like they can't be like just bellied up to another team before Christmas even gets here.
Sure. But they will
can
be,
still
right?
leave,
Because we all know how this is working. The
Well, yeah,
dirty
I
little
mean,
secret, right, is
Cam Newton's
college
bag man's
football
out there right
agents.
now.
And this is going to be a great 30 for 30 someday. To where, I mean, some of these agents are taking like 50% of these money from these kids.
And they don't even know.
deals.
Like they don't even read these deals before they even do it. They just like
There's
sign the
got to
paper. and
be
they're like,
regulation, and I don't know if that's in the House thing. That's a question I'd have to ask somebody. You can't be having these kids being taken care of or being taken advantage of by these predator agents.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you should be smart enough to read a contract. So it goes both ways. But you know what I mean.
But geez, and there's even I was reading something this week that even the Michigan quarterback Underwood's already like complaining about the money he's getting and like what he
Really?
does and doesn't want to do. It's like
Crazy.
okay.
And then he got like something like $10 million or something, right?
He's the highest paid player in college football.
Is it like 10 million or 15
I don't
million?
remember the number.
Yeah, I mean, he was committed to LSU, and then
sure.
Michigan came in with like, I think it was at least 10 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder what kind of bag Dave Portnoy chipped in for that.
And I'm like, that's crazy. You're
Yeah.
paying a guy who's never taken a snap of Division I football, and you're paying him $10 million to come
for a coach who, if he has a bad season, they're gonna fire.
For a coach who's getting suspended left and right.
Well, he's sitting out this week and next week.
Yes.
But that means the guy with the guns is coaching this week.
That's right. So anyway, so that's just some other college football stuff, but entertaining nonetheless. But I thought that you would like to know, because it wasn't widely reported about the transfer portal is getting altered yet again.
For good, bad, or worse.
We'll see. Exactly. Who the hell knows, right?
It'll probably be bad.
Probably will, because it's not good. That's for sure. So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. If you're going to Laramie this weekend, have a safe trip. Enjoy your time there. And I will be back with somebody will join me, I'm sure, for the post-game show, and we'll break it all down. But I'll just warn you now, if it goes badly, and it very well may, don't get too emotional. Don't overreact. Right? We're in year 2 of our process under Savell, and what? Whittingham's been at Utah for like 22, 23 years.
25.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's been there a damn long time. He's a dang good coach.
He is.
I'm kind of surprised no one. I mean, I know teams have tried to get him out of there.
21 seasons, 169 and 86.
Okay, yeah. So, but he hasn't. Yeah, let's hope for a win. It'd be nice to beat a rival, an old rival, for sure.
If we do win, overreact, though.
Yes. If we lose, hey, it's a non-conference game. Don't matter. Just make sure everybody's healthy. If we win, well, what is our favorite, our fake Wyo Sports? What would he say if we win? Come on.
What?
To the buck.
Oh, yeah.
You take those goalposts to the buck, boys and girls.
Ooh.
To the buck. To the buck. All right. We will catch up with you guys on Saturday night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for hanging out. And until next time, stay tuned to WyoNation.com for all your Wyoming news. Peace out, folks.